Aries, happy messy Monday, bookies. Um, it's been wild in Mona's world today. You guys are reading number 8 of 12, and everybody's shit has been fucked up. So do take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Wild times we're in, friends. Mercury's in retrograde. I'm not giving any of the disclaimers, okay? If the reading resonates for you, great. I hope you enjoyed it. And if it doesn't, great. I hope it was entertaining for you. If nothing else, I'm a motherfucking entertainer, okay? That's what I got though, Aries. Let's get into it. So we got kissing ass, giving money, dusted off, and haunted. Chris Brown's Under the Influence is playing in the background. Um, what I'll say to you is this, Aries. If you presently are kind of just like struggling a little bit mentally and emotionally about some sort of an old relationship, whether this was romantic, platonic, if it was familial, like family, cousins, aunts, parents, things like that. Shake that shit off. I feel like somebody is just gonna be coming in, Aries, and either trying to give you money to get you to forget the fact that they traumatized you or they fucked you over in some shape, form, or fashion, or this person is coming in to kiss your ass in the hopes that you will give them some money. Either way, don't fall for that bullshit. But let's see what's going on with this here. You know, let me tell you something, Aries. If you were fighting with someone, like you were arguing with someone, and then you suddenly just decided that you don't want to engage in that shit anymore, and then you ghosted them, or you moved on, or you haven't picked up the phone, or you haven't quite decided what you're gonna do yet, and you're looking for permission, but that's kind of what you were wanting to do, and you want to know if you should do it, go ahead. There's nothing wrong with you setting a boundary between yourself and somebody, especially an individual who has frequently come in to disappoint you or burden you or bother you in some shape, form, or fashion here. It's totally normal and acceptable when you've been traumatized to then wake up at some point and be like, you know what? I ain't got to deal with this shit. I am the ruler of my own life and my own experience, and this is how shit's going to go in my book. Go ahead. You're well within your rights to feel that way. You don't have to allow anyone to come into your experience and mishandle you or treat you bad or anything like that. And so when this person comes in and they're like, Aries, get off that shit. And they like try to steer you down a different pathway with mental, emotional, financial manipulation. Don't fall for that. They say all money ain't good money. And just because someone is coming in and offering you money and saying, hey, this is okay, or I know I did that fucked up thing, but when you're with me or when I'm taking care of you, you don't have to work. That's no, 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 no. That's a hard no. Some of you are tempted to kind of like stay stuck and bound in these situations. Yes, imprisoned is what it's giving. Stay stuck and bound in these situations here because you feel like if you if you continue to stay with this person, or you continue to deal with your parents, or you continue to be friends with this friend, or whatever the situation is, that by staying stuck in this connection here, that it makes you a better person. And no, it doesn't. Putting up with unacceptable bullshit and like allowing someone to traumatize you or continue to fight with you and argue with you, and like you don't have an ability to have control over your decisions or the things that you do or where you go or who you choose to sever ties with. That's not an acceptable fucking trade-off for other people looking at you and saying, wow, Aries, you make great decisions. You got a perfect life. But then you know that on the back end, it's not any of those things. Some connections are simply karmic. Even the ones with my parents, Mona, yes, yes. And I'm an Aries, you know? And like, even for me, I've confirmed it, pulling my natal charts and like running it with my moms and like all types of things. And our relationship is not one that's good and beautiful and blossoming and harmonious. Like, it's real traumatic shit. Just even in the way that our existences cross over into one another, it's very traumatizing. There was nothing really like spectacular and life bringing that comes from our connection except for my birth. And for some of you, it could be the same for you in your experience. And that's why the connection, whether it's a relationship with your mother, your baby daddy, or your ex-husband, or whoever this is, 333 on the clock, why it's not working. Someone may be coming in to try to argue with you or make you feel bad for a decision that you made or for holding your boundaries here. Don't. That's when you change your number and block people and just carry on with your life. It's best for you to just carry on. It really is. And that's not always like, for some of you, I just feel like this does not feel ideal for you. I've had clients where they will ask me questions and I'll give them answers. And then they come back and they'd be like, well, everything you said was correct, but what if I want to make it work? It's not going to work. You can do what you can, and there are additional things that you'd have to do, but then the other party would have to be a willing participant in changing or growing or whatever this would need to look like in order for things to change. Sometimes no is the answer. If there's no growth, then you know you need to carry on. I'm gonna have to call this one Aries. If it's not growing, leave it behind. And when this person comes in and says, I can't sleep without you, I can't be without you, never want to live without you. Oh well, good luck. I'm gonna pray for you that you can make that work. Um, yeah, yeah. What I got though, Aries? Probably finna wrap Messy Monday up. These readings have depressed me in a way that I don't like. That's what I got though, friends.